To me, it definitely feels close. I'm always super unsure about Big, even without the roster changes or anything. Like, I just always never really feel like I know 100% what's happening. But they have been impressive in the past, and I mean, obviously, Team Liquid have an enormous amount of star power. It's going to be tricky. I think I probably would have to go with Liquid if I was really pressed, but I'm happy to be wrong as well.
I'll take Big. I'll take Big then.
You're on that side? All right, we'll see. Nitro up here with the USP. It's tempting to challenge. You have the advantage at the range with the USP, and he gets a kill before he goes down. Farvan, though, quick to take him out, and now it's a 4-on-4. They get the cross here. They could maybe get the bomb plant. Farvan's, he knows that if he can do that really fast, it's going to put all the pressure on the Liquid side. And yep, Speed is behind him, but he's going to go down. And Tabson, he got shot through the smoke, I think. Naf able to pick it up. It's Tizian and Crimbo left now. Very tricky, but they actually turn it around. A double kill for Crimbo. All headshots for him. And now it's Elige. 1 versus 2, and he's out in the open. That should have maybe been game over, but they managed to turn it around instead. Oh no. Elige down the middle.
Early pick onto Surson. Elige asserting some dominance. Now Big, they don't have too many options. They lost their mid presence. They lost that control. No eyes on that space whatsoever. And Elige, just not the timing. He still finds the tag onto Tabson. Credit to him for his skill, but now Big is scaling up long. They've taken control of the ramp. Crimbo's able to find the molly kill onto the elevator player. And looks like Big are going to be able to break this one down. They still have some utility to work around, and there's not too much on the side of Liquid.
I quite like the change of pace for Liquid in this, for Big in this round. Because okay. That's a bit random. When you lose a player in middle like that to a scout at the beginning, and if you keep playing that round really slowly, you're creeping up long, you're like, oh, let's be careful, you can really get whittled down over time. So I like the fact that they were like, no, we have the better weapons and the nades. We're really going to take control of this round and just do it. So good stuff. They get the bomb plant. They lose a couple of players and give up a scout here to Shox. Maybe not the biggest deal, but it's something. But overall, I'd say pretty confident stuff coming out of Big right here. The number one reason why I also have to be on the Liquid side, really, is Naf. A list for me of players I really enjoy watching.
It's on an endless loop of Naf.
Yeah.
Naf footage.
Yeah.
You heard it here. That's not going to work if any of you guys are going to capture Anders. Putting on Naf footage endlessly, he'll love it.
Yeah, it's not torture at all.
No.
Take the wrong stuff. Oh, man. All right, well, they're out long again, and they have the weapon advantage.
Wow.
What is happening? Elige, and then OZ to follow it up. 2-to-1 trade. That is still more damage, but Big can recover it.
They've got the smokes to cross. They'll get onto that site. It's up to Tabson. I mean, he's got to be a key defender on this. If he falls too early, this could get really messy. But no, he backs all the way up to ramp. Wow, Elige actually hits the jumping shot, but it's a 3-on-3. The situation is under control for Big. There's no kits on the side of Liquid. That molly is going to separate these oncoming retaking players, and it looks like Big are just going to clean things up. Nice shot from Tabson there.
I mean, it's maybe a little bit frustrating getting put under pressure, but at the same time, everyone's going to be fired up on Big. They are not going to come into this game now with any illusions. Like they're going to be, the adrenaline's already pumping. Obviously
more esteemed, but I think Alan put it well that Big is they're such a known quantity. They know what they're all about. They are a team that really, they just kind of understand their win conditions, their lose conditions, and the fact that Crimbo's adding something to their game plan, that's got to speak volumes for how much this kid is providing.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's already 4-0, obviously doing very well in the pistol round, but first real chance now for Liquid to have a bit of a say. OZ taking down Tizian. It's not a bad start necessarily. 4-on-5. Elige, yeah, I think he might have just spotted them. He's going to fall back pretty quickly, and with OC behind him, that's a hard position to break right now, though a mid to B split would be cool. Not that Big can necessarily know that. They might not have all the intel that we do, obviously, with the minimap, but seems like that's the weak part of the map at the moment, is that middle portion.
It looks like they're going to be going for it. Might be a double pump on it, in fact. Farvan, I think he wanted to drop down towards CT to actually start the mid to B. Doesn't quite make that work, but they now have tunnel presence. They're just sending it. There's no actual CT smoke right now, and that might catch Liquid off guard. Shox might not be aware of this. He's holding the angle, though, and he nails Tapson. Great shot, but Favin's right there for the trade. Naf still at the back of the bomb site, tags Crimbo, takes him down, as a matter of fact, but Surson is able to dislodge him.
Yeah, but the Molotov that he threw was on the bomb, so I think it took a while. Oh, another good shot, though. csgo able to pick it up. And Nitro, he is so far away. It looked like the bomb was lost for a minute inside of the flames there, but they managed to recover it just fine. Kit in the corner, that's a good little catch there from the observers. But Nitro, what can you do here? Recently, still, I would say, back in the game, although he obviously has an enormous history with it. And you'll see, swings into it. That's a, yeah, it's both basically.
Wow. That's so precise, too.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. He's killing people as they're crossing. If you don't put a smoke down, you're dead. That's what Surson's saying right now.
Yeah, don't tempt him right now. He's, you know those ridiculous GIF memes that people put out where they have like a samurai sword and they just like pretend to pull it and then they cut over a melon?
The person's already sliced in half.
That's Sisson right now.
Yeah, the wind doesn't even move and someone is split open. That's, yeah, Surson the samurai. All right, Nitro takes down the bunny hopping Tizian, but it was all part of the master plan. Tizian wanted to be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, I mean, it's, as long as they're winning, who cares? Mirage back with the scout. It worked a couple of rounds, so it's hard to blame him for wanting to pick that up again, but this time it blows up a little bit. Naf and OZ, not a lot of tools to work with, not a lot to accomplish in this round, presumably. Deagle is always fun, and they're in the right place at the very least. A little bit of a jump over taps. I don't think he saw that, but the weapon should still be favoring Big in a massive way here. Good spray. All right, some damage onto Tabson. Maybe could be another kill or two here for Naf if he's really quick with it, but he'll get taken down. It's a triple for Tabson instead. It's certainly improving true right now. It's really impressive stuff. Sisson, bit of a jump down. No real challenge. OC is all the way back here, though. Sisson, how quick is he going to be? All right.
Okay, one on the board for OC.
Bad.
Shox chimes in with one of his own, too. Peeking up mid.
Tizian snuck out. I think he did spot that. Yeah, got spotted himself. Bit of an awkward corner to be in. Throwing out grenades in random directions to try and stay alive. His teammates are getting picked off at the same time, though. So, finally, something is working out for Liquid. And it's not just working, it's working massively for them in this round.
The Shox double up, paying dividends. We'll see what the youngster has to say, though. Crimbo, freshly added to the roster. Big were able to qualify to the RMR, using him instead of Keto. And we'll see if he's able to make anything of this round. But no, Shox is too quick. Not a lot for Crimbo to do in that sort of paying off already. There's been some sick success stories on the Mao side of things with how hot Torzi's looking, with how great Monacy is already looking too.
I know.
It's really great to see these resources being dedicated towards Academy level players.
Yeah, could revolutionize the Counter-Strike space, maybe beyond what's even predictable when you get a little bit deeper into it. Shox is holding long. I like this double push into upper dark that's happening right now on the Liquid side. If they keep going, because Big are a little bit slow looking around and discovering what's happening in the middle and over at long, they have time to actually get this job done. And if they get all the way down, Naf is now pushing lower or into lower dark, they're going to have so much information to work with here. This should be an amazing setup for Liquid.
This is such good timing. As soon as Naf swings out, he's getting one for free. Oh, flubs the shot. Well, now the jig is up. Big, they know that they have to start pressing on forward because they've lost all of that space towards B, but Shox is on the angle. Flash comes out. Shox can't connect, but there's still another player at long waiting. Nitro is here. He's set up for the bait play. Will they peek him out? Oh, he turns? Still recovers in time to find two.
What? He actually spotted the first player and turned around expecting the flashbang and still came back for the double kill. That is a super crazy play out of Nitro. I thought he was surely dead in that moment. csgo now on his own in the middle. He was hoping for his team to create the opening, maybe catch a player who was jumping past, like Naf just did get tagged, but wow. Again, probably just leave csgo alone.
It's going to be tough to get this op out of his hands.
It's Like, you can send as many people as you want, but...
All right. This is becoming quite a few casualties for Liquid.
Yeah. Let's see. And yeah, they respect him now. They're like, all right. Backhand had a nade in his hand that he could have probably thrown for a Nitro, and there must have been like a brief communication when Nitro said, no, like,
right,
don't, like, it's fine. Because he could have called in Shocks, you know, call him back and try to do something there, but just felt confident, I suppose.
It's good to see.
Citizen alone with the AWP now on the big side.
Yeah.
Could still do damage.
This is an interesting boost. What a way to find a pick. Shocks was not ready to pre-aim that.
He's so fast.
Yeah, he's really feeling it right now. He's going to go for the trade with an op.
Yeah.
And, oh, Elise jumps right over it. Okay. Right, evens things up, but Naf, he's the one that's tested on the site. Good spray down from him. That's the bomb at the entrance of the tunnels. And now Tizian, it looks like he might just jump out, sacrifice himself for Surson for the greater good, and he knows he can't shoot that. That's a backpack. It's one of the ways that the models in CS portray you. And everybody watching, that's...
5-3.
Had to see it again.
Yeah, why not? Alright. OC pushing into the middle. A lot of pistols coming his way. Could be a bit scary. Farman goes down, more around the corner. They do dink him. Fiddling around, questioning himself just a bit, and eventually they're going to find a way to take him down. That AWP picked up now by Tabson. He could get another kill here, but Mirage is going to be just quick enough. That's a pretty good read on his part. Dangerous if they start to lose more players here. Again, Liquid also have a secondary goal of just building the economy and making sure they have the cash flow to keep going into the later rounds here. Crimbo now on his own.
Yeah, left once again in an impossible clutch. We'll see if he's able to find some damage. And we'll get a little bit of a read into the mind of Crimbo. See how he wants to play this. Does he whittle down the entire clock, or does he just go for a fight? Well, he did use the clock, but number one, it was online, yeah, but he showed that he can absolutely just change the outcome of a game by himself.
And I mean, some of those AWPers that do that sometimes do it by playing high-risk type AWPing, which is so impressive, but obviously, eventually it usually gets figured out. I feel like Citizen is playing a much safer kind of AWPing, but it still has that like flick quality to it that's really impressive. So it makes sense even, I think, from the style that he's playing, that it would have a little bit more longevity than the A-core type of AWPing, which I personally love. I'm a huge fan of it, but I can understand why it's also hard to keep up being A-core for like a year straight. Right, denied it long. Nitro and Elise saying no thanks.
That's what, yeah, that's a little bit of winning the utility war for Liquid. They come out ahead. Still seems like Big is keen on taking this sort of space, but I don't think they're going to expect this setup. Elise and Nitro towards Pit. Nitro's going to be the bait in this one. Maybe he gets one. If he even gets one, he did his job.
He's trying for it. Yeah, so good with the flash on top, and it's another double kill for Nitro. Really impressive stuff. OC, by the way, flashing from the other side, up from the A-bomb side, so very, very hard to dodge if you're big, basically. Like, how would you know they're coming over the building on top of your head? 4 versus 3, Citizen would have loved to peek an aggression there from towards the window, but not quite getting it.
Well, this is a nice move from Nitro.
Yeah, well, Citizen, if he can hold this, OC's walking right into it. And that's an important kill for Citizen. Still might go down. He lands the shot on Elise. Anyway, Naf is there with a headshot, and time has run out here for Citizen. He can't really do this. Even if he got that kill, he would not have been able to run and actually plant the bombs.
Where it feels like he gets activated almost too late in a round.
It's really... I think it's impressive to see Liquid survive all this pressure that's happening at the beginning. Because it really was... It's a lot of pain that they were receiving from Big. Would you say they're basically non-Newtonian Liquid at this point? The more, the harder you punch, the see how that goes. it just gets harder. I mean, it's like a what's it? Now those are some. There's a small minority of people that will understand these references, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah. 6-5, and Liquid are in the lead. Well done. And the money is still looking really good on their side, not so much on Big. OC taking down Faven, trying to turn the corner towards Catwalk. Just a shot, and he gets away back to the next corner. Does receive a little bit of damage there. Looked like they almost wanted to pressure in behind tabseN. He gets that shot on Liege. That's
a surprising kill to find.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what?
That was awkward. Oh, Neff, look at it. He's pushing up. He kind of knows if he stays in the B bomb site, he's going to get shot from behind anyway. So instead, he's going to try and take matters into his own hands. He swings even further forward, and he hits the shot on tabseN. Absolutely devastating playmaking coming out from Neff in this moment. If he would have stuck inside the B bomb site, he would have been pinched from middle and upper, and they catch Tizian as well. OC with a nice shot. That is a huge, huge play from Naf.
Something so characteristic of Naf is that he sometimes makes the situation look like he's almost panicked, but he never really is. It's just kind of the way he moves his mouse sometimes, just looks a little bit more hectic than it maybe needs to be, almost like he uses a little bit extra energy to reach the target. But one thing about Naf is that the man just finds so many consistent body shots. Yep. Like the A1S has been one of the best gifts to Naf ever. The fact that it's always going to get four body shots and then done. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been loving that, because the man, he gets his headshots from time to time, but it's definitely a hallmark trait for a Naf multi-frag round to be all body shots.
Yeah, and it's incredibly efficient, right? It might not always be nearly as flashy, but you get your job done at the end. A bit about this offline, right? That it doesn't really feel... Ooh, you said it earlier, if you don't smoke that off, there's a really high chance. That's probably doesn't seem worth it, I think. But Shox probably isn't here to be the superstar anyway, right? So if he can play to put people like Naf into good positions and optimize their play, it probably is worth it anyway. Oh my god, that is a nice flick from OC. Ducks back down. Got to be a little bit careful here that he doesn't give away the AWP, but he makes it out. That is so cool.
Liquid have completely changed up their setup for this round. Shox is actually posted on long. Elige is close double doors. And for some reason, OC just feels like he has absolute freedom in this kind of round. Good flash through mid, though, as tabseN picks up Elige. They don't escape entirely, but they are able to retrieve at least some information. But Shox is already primed and ready to go. Gets one. What a shot.
Yeah, and he knew Nitro had thrown that flashbang, so I understand even why Shox felt more confident in taking a slightly wider peek, because they must have been really blind. I'd actually love to see that from the point of view of Big in that moment, because it looked like they shouldn't have been able to see anything, but they hit the headshot anyway. 2 versus 3. The bomb is down. Crimbo and Tizian, what is the plan? How do you get out of a round like this? They can't really escape the bomb site easily. Yeah, spotting them out long, but Naf is there. Nice running headshot nearly with that M4A1. And Tizian, it's just too much to ask for here. Nitro will take him down. And that's going to be an 8th round on the board for Team Liquid. But finally a bomb plant, at least for Big. Yeah, fight fire with fire and all that. Oh, he does. Yep. Let's tag up Naf. That's annoying. Nice leg shot onto Faven out long. Shox going to be throwing that flashbang back towards the car, which can be a very dangerous position to be in. All 5 of them are out long, and Liquid, no, they're already down lower dark. They actually have them trapped on long, which I think I'm always surprised at how often T sides can actually win from this position, because it feels like you're boxed in, but I see it all the time anyway. It's so obvious what's going to happen. They can't escape this long position, but they can still win it.
This is Big's office. Even when they're trapped like this, they've made an entire run to #1 on HLTV out of being able to fight out of this position. They can usually, if they're forced to just cross, they do it so precisely that it can work, but this will be a test for Liquid. You really have a lot of information in terms of they cleared out all of B. They know that they're sort of stuck at long, but Nitro, he's going to try to check things out towards middle.
OC winning the first fight there. Crimbo, if he goes down, which it's looking likely that he will, need to follow it up, and now a whole arm of that attack is already gone. Faven and csgo trying to get something done. Man, they are doing such a great job. Liquid about to win 9 in a row. csgo on his own. He was waiting for the longest time, by the way, for Shox to take a peek up from the A-bomb side, and he never got, otherwise they wouldn't have let me go. So just that probably helps set up the timing for the flash in middle for them to go and check that out. Okay, here we go. A little bit of aggression coming out, and Elige getting caught by Crimbo. They need to get back into this game right now, Big.
That'll help. Opening pick going their way. Going for more of a lower B default. Favin has now missed the hinge smoke twice in this game, but that actually does take away some of the options from Big. It almost forces their hand towards B in some respects. And yeah, Big almost, it almost feels like they have to do this. They've lost all map control, so this is going to be the full-on B exec.
Very hard to do with this kind of setup for Liquid. Shox at least is a little bit further away. He was actually on the other side of the middle just before. But they need a strong, clean kill on OC right here, or this is gonna fall apart really fast, because he's gonna take up all the attention away from Naf, even saving him maybe there. Great headshot, and the crossfire. This is textbook. This is how you wanted to work. Tabson finally able to break it apart, but now Shox has shown up inside of the window and trying to help out a little bit. There's the kill and the follow-up. It just takes way too long to break up the primary crossfire in the first line of defense, put the bomb down in the bomb site. So shocking scenes to begin this best of 3 with. Second half is coming up now, and it's Liquid obviously on the T side, Big on the CT side. They have some really... I like this mid control from Searson and Tabson in a pistol round. It's really cool. They're so close to being basically middle and B, like in 2 steps.
And given Liquid's position... Wow, okay. Just wide swing into the headshot. Liquid know that their options are very limited now, and they might just have to press on forward.
Yeah, jumping around the corner into the first headshot. Crimbo getting the one. Favin staying back here. We didn't hear much of Favin out of the first half. He's got a chance now, maybe. The Shox and Nitro actually managed to convert that into at least a 2-on-2. Nitro nearly getting caught from upper. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit surprised. He just came from there, and he could have died in that moment right there. Tabson, he's not quite sure. They only have a smoke on him, so no flashes to set up any kind of crazy peaks. No bomb plant happening yet. Everyone's frozen in time a little bit here. 50 seconds. What are they going to do? I'm not sure a bomb plant's going to be easy. All right. Flash to try and set that up. A little bit of a peek. There's the follow-up from Tabson. And Nitro's out of it. It's just Shox on his own. 1 versus 2. And he gets found as well. What a clean little shot from Tabson there. But fair enough. They win the pistol. It's probably great news for them right here. They needed it. What a buy from Liquid in the second round, though. That's so much firepower.
It's so strong. Favin playing a really dangerous game, but he does successfully jiggle things out. And once again, the positions of Big sort of leaning in a way that they could find a quick rotate on this. They have 2 players already in the B site. Crimbo, the latest addition, taking over Keto's spot as the B rotator. So he'll be helping out Favin. Oh, nice molly. At least that gives Big some good information in terms of there still being some B presence.
They're all moving up catwalk now. And Searson and Tabson, you wonder, do they have the firemen? They have the Molotovs to try and hold them back, so they could buy some time, which might be all they need if they actually go for it. But it looks like Liquid have changed their minds. That they've cleared out catwalk. They're satisfied. No one is immediately at that corner. And this is all just standard setup for a B split.
Yep. It's all up to Favin and Crimbo here. They have a smoke and a molly. Looks like they dumped the smoke towards B tunnels. But this is a pretty tough hold for them. They're gonna have a crossfire.
I don't even know how you hold this bomb site. It shouldn't be possible with just the FAMAS here, but what? A couple of amazing kills. Tabson with a double. Favin standing tall as well. I can't believe they managed to hold that. It's actually, they made it look so easy. I almost feel like it's kind of underselling how impressive that is, because I guarantee you, if you replay that round again, 4 or 5 more times, it's probably Liquid winning every one of them from here on out.
Oh, they want to kill him after time. Oh man. That's rough for Naf. Tough.
That actually looks so crazy from a distance. I can't believe that he did it.
He controls the spray perfectly without knowing where they are, too.
Yeah, just...
I don't even know if he sprays that well if he sees them. No, it's Tabson. Of course he does. Of course he does.
Just might. Eagles on the side of Liquid, and that's about it. So it was a pretty good start here for Big in the second half. That was about to be a little bit of a nightmare, because I think it was, they probably should have lost that round. Is it in terms of, fact-finding for Liquid, checking out Catwalk, kind of having a pretty good idea of what's going on, like they pulled out the right strategy for that round. Like it was all set up really nicely for them. They just didn't quite get the last part. It was close though. Tabson and Searson holding on that A ramp. But against pistols, they should feel comfortable.
Run boost the bomb over.
Okay.
Run boost the bomb. Let's go. Oh, ow, a little bit of a trip.
Oh no, and then
oh man, he's got 2 nades.
There's a nuclear bomb.
He's dunking on him.
Liquid.
Oh.
Beautiful. Quad kill.
Nice shots.
Wild, isn't it?
1-2.
10-8 in the 19th round.
Yep. Mac 10 coming out from NAF. That's because he died after time a few rounds prior. But it looks like it's going to be long control for Liquid. There are 3 players for Big here. How much does Elige want to press on forward? Doesn't favor his chances through the smoke. A wise decision, as there were quite a few players waiting for him.
Searson by the car again. I feel like all players have become so good at staying alive, even if you Molotov them, even if you try and put some pressure on, they can usually smoke it out. They'll play on top of the car, on top of the smoke. It's harder than it seems sometimes to find them back there, and they don't even think about it right now. They seem to have forgotten, and that's a big mistake. Searson taking down Elige. They definitely felt like that was just an abandoned car, like no one was going to come back. He was there all along.
Yeah, and now all 3 players from Liquid are stuck here at long, and they've got to fight through Searson. Puts out the molly, and this is a really tough situation for Liquid to fight themselves out of. They don't even have that much utility to work with either. 2 smokes. There's a case that you could just stay at long now for this round. It's so hard to fight yourself out of this. But they'll press on forward. Nitro's here. He wants to take the contest versus Searson. Nice shot from Nitro. That'll open things up. Now there's an opportunity. Nades flying in the direction of Liquid, but Nitro keeps pressing on forward. Spots the head of Tizian, finds the dink, looking for more. Can't finish it against Tabson, but that's where NAF steps in. 2 for him, and Liquid fought in such a rough situation and have made it a 3-on-1.
And it's Nitro to open it up again. I don't know if we're looking for him really yet to do a lot of this work, but he really is. Crimbo now trying to fight his way back into 1 versus 3. A little bit of a jump, and he does spot a player up there. Down on long, but OC is just too hard to hit, and it's going to be...
You can expect more of this. Liquid, this is a roster that you begin to believe in.
Yeah. I mean, he is obviously a legendary player, but sometimes that can even be a little bit deceiving. You think, yeah, you know, we remember him from winning the major and all the rest of it, how all that was. But, man, it is looking pretty impressive at the moment, I've got to say. Double up on the side of Big. On the CT side. Could be what they need, although it's going to be a really swift execute into the bomb side. And with that opening kill, Famine goes down, and those orbs might have to stay away unless Crimbo can do a lot more in this bomb site. I don't know if they'll have time for it. Oh, yeah, he did. And Tabson is in the window. Maybe it could work. Crimbo's still alive back here. 1 more kill, and they might actually have a shot at it here. He's trying, tapping away and dropping Elige. What a huge play. I'm so shocked that he's still alive, and he has the bomb as well. 1 versus 2. Well, this would be a heroic play if he could come up with a victory here. Already got the double. Smoking it off and probably getting a chance to breathe finally. The question is, what do you do now? They have time to go back middle. Yeah, he's really, really worried about that, and I don't blame him.
This is really tough to piece together if you're Crimbo. The timing makes this so awkward. You could be getting pinched. There could be a player walking in from window, but he's making his stand right here.
Very hard to know indeed. 25 seconds. Gonna swing for it there, and they're both waiting for him. NAF will take him down. Man,
how much time they have, not making things too complicated for themselves, and see a push up middle from Big, but just a USP round. Nothing should get too crazy here. Okay. It's more than you can ask for already.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Come on. Finally gonna find him, but...
Curious if Big want to switch up the formula a little bit. Change some positions, perhaps. Tabson, early fight, up cat, and Shocks takes him down. The vintage players in the server combat. Shocks. Ooh, okay, Searson only gets the 1, doesn't quite back off in time, and there is a flood of Liquid players taking over long.
If I'm OC, I've got to be asking, why did I die? Because his teammate ran in front of him. But whatever, it's worth it anyway to get that control. Shocks down in lower dark and misses the kill. Even if he had just stayed alive, that would have been such a devastating turn of events for Big, trying to retake the A-bomb site while having to worry about Catwalk. But now, they kind of can focus a little bit more, which is kind of a weird scenario. They should have lost this round probably already, and maybe they will anyway. Elige, good spray down to take Crimbo, flashed in on long. Tizian, he really needed to find Naf, but he was staying tucked into that corner, and it's going to be...
way that I say it with bated breath as a North American, you know, you want to see Liquid succeed, you really do, but it's always one hurdle after the other.
You don't want to get your emotions crushed when...
Exactly. That's... I have to see it to believe it. even round 16, you just have to see that before you really think it's over.
Yeah, I can't really blame you. I think that's fair. But the fact that I mean, I don't know. On some level, I feel like this Liquid team could have taken a lot longer to make work. What a nice flashbang and push into the middle. OC doing his best to follow it up here. Oh, that is fantastic. Back and probably even could have had that kill. Quad and...
This guy is, at present, he's the best North American opper. He's taken down by Crimbo, the rookie.
Yeah, we hyped him up too much.
Maybe I didn't hype up OC enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
They throw the ult back over to Favin instead, so Crimbo, I guess, just had the better spawn and went for it. 4 on 5 now. And Big they've really gone missing in this game. It's so crazy. Once Liquid pick up the rounds, they don't really let go. Susan expecting the hinge smoke. Set up to try and get that wall bang. But it's coming from a distance and he could hear it.
Yeah. That was the one from long.
Super nerds when you throw that. That's...
Yeah. Okay. Tizian playing a nice angle. Little 1-2 between him and Tapson. This might give Big a little bit of life in this one.
It's looking good. Yeah, lining it up. Peeking, alternating peaks out there. It's hard to deal with. Dumlop back, obviously, on the side of Big. They still have those in play. Liquid just... They have, what, like 6 rounds where they can... They just have to make one correct call, so they can even have a little bit of luxury.
Yes.
To throw a couple of rounds away and testing a proposition and realizing, okay, that didn't work, and trying something else. It's a good position to be in.
Yeah, it's a big luxury for Nitro at the helm of this squad. Has a lot of room for error. Can make some bold calls, can make some safe ones. Surely one of them works. Surely.
Just need one good opening. Sharks has got a Mach 10. Pretty good if you're going to be jumping through the smoke into the B-bomb side eventually, which kind of feels like, again, they're gravitating that way. I mean, last time they lost the B-split to Tabson. Ridiculous spray through the smoke, and you might just be thinking they're not going to do that again. So here we go. It's 4 in upper dark, and Nitro basically holding the middle.
Yeah, that's the door smoke coming from mid, and Favin doesn't connect with the spam. Crimbo's here to support. He's able to get one. Now Favin above his own smoke is taking him down. Nice shots from him. Good positioning as well. And this was a little bit of a set piece coming out from Liquid. Doesn't quite work out, though.
Those rounds, probably a lot of them are just decided by who can get that opening, right? If Liquid instead could have taken down one of those 2 B defenders initially, it's different. Naf, though, on his own, he's 26 and 11, which is pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be 10 on the side of Big.
Nasty Naf. He's been on it.
He really has been for the longest time. I feel like Scout and an AK obviously saved. Ooh,
oh,
okay.
Gets one. Okay, the repeat comes out. Favin just locking down mid with this. Wow, that's a long-range dink with a Glock.
It does almost no damage.
Yeah, that's almost worthless in terms of damage.
It sounds really...
It's intimidating. Okay, Favin.
Give it to him.
Yeah,
he's done such a good job. Let him have that ace.
All right.
Will, all right.
Fast. Oh, well, that's it. OC says, once I have an op, you want to keep playing that game, I'm going to win it. He has been the dominant opper in this game.
Yes.
Despite how flashy Surson was in the beginning. Oh, Surson. Wow. Shock's ready for it. And also, he's crouch walking backwards. That's such a tough shot to hit for Surson.
Never going to be easy. Yeah, but I think you're right. OC definitely has had a lot more to say. 3 on 5 now. How do you do this if you're on the side of big? How do you pull in a victory here? You're looking for that overtime, and it's increasingly unlikely. They split up so far, Tamsin and Tizian on the A-bomb side. Okay, maybe that could work if they could get like a really good defense, but it leaves Crimbo alone in B, and that has to be scary. And they're letting them kind of stew in this situation as well, saying, we have a minute, so you're going to feel uncomfortable for a long time here.
They're covering all their bases on top of that. We see Naf is still waiting outside long in case of a flank. Just so thorough right now in this round, Liquid. The only opponent they have is the time, but as long as they group up soon, this should be a done deal.
30 seconds still. No more defensive needs on the side of big in that A-bomb side. If they had a smoke or a Molotov here, it'd be amazing. Tabson's walking in. They surely would have heard it. Nice headshot, but it's not enough. Tizian has to do this on his own. Basically 1 versus 4. Gonna get that 1 kill, but they're all waiting for him, and OC is there to pick him apart. And now it's on Crimbo. 1 versus 3. They know what side he's coming from. They've already smoked that off. It's gonna be telegraphed from miles away what's going to happen next.
I think Elige even hears him.
Yeah, probably does. Thinking about it now, OZ up on the bomb site, and yeah, they just know. Already throwing flashes at him. Nice triple, and a huge victory on Dust 2 for Liquid, taking down big. 16-11 at the end of it. That is super to try and recover some of their pride a little bit and see if they can fight back. Searson and Tizian inside of the A-bomb side, and they could be under a lot of pressure. Look at this incredibly quick double jump into the window. They're going to be coming up connector as well, and I think they know, but it might be too late. Tabson surely calling it out, saying, you guys are in a lot of trouble in that bomb site, but I'm about 5 minutes away, so you're going to have to basically fight on your own. Although they are slowing it down, Liquid. They haven't found anyone. How have they not found Searson back there? He's been hiding at the back of the bomb site all along. Naf, oh my god. That's how it's done? I thought they were going to win this by simply winning this fight on the site. Searson, he's back in action, finally gets taken down, and it's Naf with 1 more kill. Quad kill in him before he finally went down. And Tizian, 1 versus 2. No kit, no smoke, no health, and no teammates either, making this round almost impossible. He's expecting or hoping for anything that he can get, like a quick headshot here to at least make it a one-on-one, and it's not going to happen. Okay. Now, you mentioned briefly, and the desk mentioned it as well, the idea that a lot of those rounds on Dust 2 were off the pistol rounds that Big managed to win. Doesn't have to be the same on this one, but it's a bit of a scary start if Liquid are going to get into the game early like this. Crimbo is on his own out here with a 5.7. It's a pretty good pistol, but probably not enough to hold an entire team back.
They'll be testing him. He's in a poor position as he has no teammates around him, and Shox takes him out immediately. Instant entry, and Big, they're saving. That's that.
They needed 5 more seconds to get there.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have been there to help, but timing was off by a little bit. Which is kind of fair enough. I mean, you have to take some pretty big risks in a round like this if you're on the side of Big, and they were gambling on the A-bomb side. Didn't get to be in time.
Nope.
Not much else to say, really. Liquid, though, not losing anyone in this round so far.
Yeah, we'll basically get to see the same round replayed, but Nitro and the Liquid crew will have to probably come up with a different plan. It'd be curious if they decided to call the same strat repeatedly. I guess we did see that earlier today in the Godsent series. Just the same strat 3 times in a row, but I have a feeling Liquid won't follow their lead in that roster too.
It can be very demoralizing losing, back-to-back rounds, essentially in the same way, the same weakness being exploited. You're kind of expecting that eventually they're going to change it up, but they don't. And I can understand the logic behind it, but obviously the inherent risk is if they fix the flaw in the defense, then you might just lose the round. But yeah, it's I guess there's probably no right or wrong in how to approach it. It's just like for me, it also feels like a harder call to make running the same strategy back to back to back more than a couple of times.
They almost are doing it. Now, it seems to be a little bit slower, a little bit later. Crimbo, though, falls off. He does have Favin to support him this time around. Shox looking for that same entry, but Favin is there to help.
Nice stink as well. He nearly had that kill on Naf, but they know where Favin is. Let him slow it down, and they have enough time. They got to be a little bit careful about Tizian, who's running through T spawn as we speak. Tabson out in the open here, did cross on behind the boxes. Nitro Didn't quite get the timing, so hard to say who's going to come out on top of that one. I think Liquid are keenly aware that if they backtrack through the map right here, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for someone from Big to have snuck into a position. So they'd love for Nitro to open it up, but it goes the other way instead. The 5-7 is back, and yeah, they're going to recommit. They're saying, all right, there's nothing much we could do. Favin's still up there. They run behind him. They don't even check it. They must have assumed that he would have left a long time ago. That's a lot of real estate given there to the side of Big just from that one position. And Mirage now, 20 seconds, 1 versus 3. He's boxed in and getting flanked right now. Tizian, great timing on that one. Checks that position. Favin just dies almost immediately. So, a bit of a twist early on. 4th round is coming up though. And obviously Liquid still able to put together some kind of a buy, but from Big's point of view, they're back in the game a round earlier than expected, which is amazing news. That seemed like a good flash setup, but they're still able to get the kill. Just one in return, and OC goes down right afterwards. The defense is holding strong right now, and Mirage, he'll be on his own. Again, he needs... I mean, always when you're playing 1 versus 4 like this, you need mistakes from the enemy team, basically. And probably more than one.
The positions of Big are pretty passive on top of that. It doesn't look like they want to give him anything for free. He's given up his own position with that smoke. If he gets a bomb plant, I mean, it's not the worst outcome for Liquid, but you can tell that Mirage wants more. He wants the round. He wants to give himself the best chance to win possible. First contest will be Favin.
But didn't work out that way. So Liquid tied up already, out of money. This is a much better start for Big, or at least it's shaping up that way.
Absolutely. Already won a gun round. So it's better than the start of the last.
Well, you said at the very outset of this best of 3, you said Liquid were going to find out that Big also like to play Mirage.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, their T side, which we'll get to later, has a lot of intricacies. They developed a lot of peaks specifically for Surson to get him involved on the T side, and one of the hardest things in top-tier Counter-Strike is getting an op involved, especially on the offense. But they found ways to make their star player very active and very effective. So we'll see if they've innovated, though, and make him that same offensive force. But CT side, they also are just really solid. Tabson is super mobile, great on rotations, a lot of reasons to love him.
We're getting a taste of it right now. Back to the rifles on the T side. Naf is outside of that A ramp. The rest of the team kind of all grouped up in the middle. I wouldn't say necessarily that they have strong mid control yet. But Tabson able to find the kill right on top of the smoke there, putting it into OC. That's a problem. And now they're happy to fall back a little bit. They're like, all right. 3 of them in jungle. Might be yeah, eventually gonna have to give that one up, but fair enough.
So a little trio in CT spawn. If Liquid knew how much control they could possibly obtain right now, this round would be completely changed. Mirage, though, he might have found a timing, but Surson's already keyed in on the angle. Oh, no way. As soon as he tucks away, Mirage strikes.
Nitro on the follow-up. That's a bit sketchy. System though back with it. Finding the kill on Mirage. Nice little tap from Naf to take down Tizian all the way across the map there. And now it's a 2-on-3. I'm so shocked that it's turned around. It looked like Big had a lot under control here, but System still got the line crossing through the bomb site, and he is so fast as we saw on Dust 2. He's going to be able to take down Nitro. They're running out of time, 20 seconds, and what a flick that is, taking down Naf, and now Shox is on his own. They just can't cross that line. It's so tricky. Yeah, Shox wanted to bait it out a little bit, not going to find anything there, and the bomb is going to be planted at the very least. But how do you get it out here if you're Shox? How do you actually make it past Sis? And he's out there with the AWP somewhere. You move here, and they have 2 smokes and a couple of flashbangs. They could definitely keep you away from this bomb for a while. So Shox has to stay a little bit honest, a little bit closer maybe than he would like otherwise. And a little bit of an off angle here. They're going to double time. Maybe sees the shadow. There's one. Oh, but there's no peek behind it. csgo now with the AWP. Smoke is going to be there on the one side, and he's trying for it straight away. Shocks, not realizing, and he just is ice cold on the other side. What a play from
Start from csgo on Dust 2. Kind of fell off, fell cold, but if he can keep it up this time, this is where Big he can do so much. He's so dynamic with the weapon.
Bit of a potential one-way there.
Oh,
It'd be hard to see, but it's not. Mirage able to take down Faven. Okay. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I didn't even think he had a good angle on him, but just hit a pixel in the side of the head.
That's all it takes. Tizian and csgo are holding the A-bomb side. Both of them really close up to the action, which is kind of scary because if one of them goes down, it might not be possible to really retreat for the other person. Drop down. csgo, is he aware? No, he's not aware at all. Shocked he got right up close and personal. And Tizian is trying to back off. He's called in Tabson pretty quickly there at the window, but got to be careful because Nitro is still in connector in the middle. Naf is down. Tabson showing up with the M4. 50 seconds on the clock now, and it is a 3-on-3. Nice find, Tabson. He's doing so much work until Shocks comes up with a bit of a kill there, and Nitro very late. Just a lot less fun when you're on the receiving end.
Yeah.
This is inversely proportional fun on the other end.
If you're Faven, you're thinking, what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah. What an absolutely absurd way to open a round.
Yeah.
4-3 now. Still big in the lead. Still have a bit of money, but if they lose this round, that's going to change rapidly. Tabson up in the middle. I like this from Big. This is so assertive. We didn't see much of this earlier in the day when we were seeing Mirage. There wasn't this kind of aggression, really.
Right.
Apart from maybe 1 or 2 rounds. This is really interesting. Could take a lot of the map away from Liquid if it works. csgo's moving up, and he's able to pick up the kill. Taking down Nitro. What a win.
csgo underpass with the op. It's an iconic duo for Big there. Just so unexpected, but it's once per half. He's going to do something like that. Rotations are in from Big. They're joining up onto the A site, and this is the point of attack for Liquid.
And you see it coming miles away. Everyone from Big, they're all here, ready to try and go for that defense. Although Mirage will get a kill on Tabson. It's a nice catch, but here's the return. OC and Shocks actually coming in with a really big swing back in favor of Liquid. And it leaves csgo and Crimbo 2-on-3 right here. And csgo will pick up the kill on OC. Before any plant happens, he is once again lightning fast. 12-2 right now. And Naf on his own, trying to get the job done. He's going to be able to be
in a line in this area so they could be cleared methodically and procedurally. So that gave Liquid a chance to sort of isolate 1v1s, but at the end of the day, csgo just hand-delivered that round to Big.
Yeah, he's a force of nature right now. They're in the bomb site, but the defense is not bad here. There's actually almost 3 people at the site, so they can allow them to run in there a little bit. Faven, I don't even know how he got all 3 of those kills, but he did somehow. It leaves a leash. Some damage would actually be great. This is so important. What a great couple of kills to make sure that Big don't just escape with a ton of money in this round, because they've been keeping that economy really low.
Right.
The best kills surely are the ones where you actually surprise yourself.
Yes.
Like, what?
I did that?
Yeah.
Faven believes it, though.
Well, you have to play it off like it was 100% intended, and you just know every time.
Leash hitting his long jump, though, to get up on top of here. It's incredibly vulnerable to flashes, but it's cool when it works. It feels earned, but yeah, it doesn't stay up there.
Even the jump up there with the knife out, I mean, if they peek him in the while he's in the mid, he had no backup in here as well.
Right.
Now...
Oh, Nitro's underneath, though.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, good nade.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, because that was... could have been a cool little setup with the leash taking a lot of the attention away. Oh, they don't even realize. OC on the headshot as well. Nitro spins around. csgo is back there. Flashbang to set it up. Is it going to be enough, or are they just going to leave him alone? Faven trying to recover the round, trying to save it for Big, but there's just too many people in the A-bomb side, and csgo's on his own. I don't know. he doesn't have any money, really. So if he tries to go for the 1 on 3 and fails, it's just giving away the AWP that's probably not worth it.
If Big look back at this game and they look at sort of a death heat map, they're going to see that a lot of their deaths are at the top of connector. They're not stationing themselves in the bomb site, and that's helping Liquid a lot. That position is not as powerful. It's almost like a spot where you hope you're not in because you're getting caught in transition.
Yeah.
And Nitro had very good timing in that round, so he was able to capitalize on top of that. But it's surprising how rarely Big are dying under Balk, on top of Balk, at default.
True. Should understand. And maybe it is worth pausing to go over that and be like, you know what? Let's just make sure we're all on the same page here.
Exactly. Make sure everybody gets it, sees what I see.
AWP on Searson. He has to be in the right place at the right time for that to have an impact on the map. And he can only really be one place at once. Now, they've used him so far to get tabs into the B hallway, so they have a pretty good read, but it might just be too late. They might not be able to rotate everyone to this A bomb site in time. Here comes the Mac 10 opening behind the flashbang, and that's a pretty good start. Searson is almost in position. He's wheeled in the big cannon on his own, and he's going to be able to take down Naf at the very least, but they need a lot more of it. And he's trying to relocate, probably trying to get that AWP away again. The flank is late here for Tabson. Yeah, he's going to get found as well. I like the attempt. I mean, I think fair play for Big to try and get the most out of this round.
There was definitely a case to find that sort of space towards B. I mean, Liquid, on a couple of their other anti-ecos, went towards that B side.
And it's like high reward, kind of feels like you're not losing a lot. Even if you get the one kill, you're like, yeah, but I was just entering, so...
High reward, low, almost no risk.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's the best.
Mirage down the middle with Nitro and OC covering really far behind them. Obviously, just pistols on the side of Big, so should be a smooth round. All right, Abson's toying with them.
Ooh, can you find a one-way? It's looking for one.
It's kind of scary, but it seems like the moment has passed. The time spent allowed for Liege to get into the window. Searson and Tizian are clearing the A ramp, which on any other round probably would have been really helpful, but right now, not sure it's going to give them what they wanted. Naf is already looking towards T-spawn. He's already aware that someone could be walking through there. Shocks clearing the far corner. Yeah, there's Naf looking for the kills. And they're going to be able to clean this one up pretty nicely. Tizian on his own, and Naf, yeah.
Now 6-6. They need to be able to stand their ground in this one. OC, oh, he's just running on through. Smoke is there to support him. And Liquid, they're just scaling out with that. He's posted on the angle. What a shot from OC, but Searson chimes in with one of his own. Naf, quick to clear him. Fight towards mid. Alige goes 1 for 1 as well. And now Naf, he wants to take down Favin, take out this thorn in their side, and he does just that.
Tabson, maybe he could do it. Oh, one of them is low, and now Shocks is as well. This actually could work. He just has to find them, but also, if he runs, yeah, he knows. If he just comes charging through, there is a chance someone's waiting for him, so what an awkward round right here. Shocks is just running with the knife out. Bomb trying to get to the bomb site. Tabson could maybe intercept them. He does have a smoke and a flashbang. No HE would have been so helpful right now, or a Molotov or anything like that. Nice headshot on one of them, but can he get the follow-up? He knows where he is. Almost a chance here. He's actually got the opportunity to do this. A little bit of a spam coming through, but Shocks not quite being found yet. That's a powerful Molotov. And Tabson's going to be slowly backing off. Still 45 seconds left. What an intense 1-on-1 now.
Oh, wow. Look at the mind game. Shocks going under. Tabson going into the window. Oh, Tabson's reading that it's going to be a B play.
There is so much experience between these two players. Just decades trying to figure out how to do this. Tabson's taken up the idea that maybe Shocks would go for, like, I don't know what that is, like a quadruple, double, triple cross, basically. And Shocks is going straight to the A-bomb side, through underpass, getting the bomb planted, and oh, Tabson only now recognizes he had to actually get a bit closer to check. And how do you deal with this? He doesn't have a smoke any longer, Tabson. I don't know if there's one in the middle. He's there to pick up a kit at the very least, but this is going to be real tough. He can't really block out Shocks sneaking in. So a nice flick and a huge win.
Close things out.
You know what you really need in a round like that, Maui?
What's that? Teammates
that help you in the one-on-one, like try and talk you through it, backseat gaming, that kind of thing. It's always wonderful when that happens.
You think that's what Elijah and Naf were saying to him? Just, Shox, do this, do this.
Yeah, I think he might be. It's like whenever people
behind you.
If people start with that,
I think he's Palace.
Almost no one should start a sentence with "I think."
Yeah,
it's like not interested at all in what you might think. Just tell me what you know, definitely, and then keep the rest. All right. Well, they got some mid-control here. Pistols again on the side of Big. That economy really is having a hard time recovering on the side of Big. Got some deagles, though.
Just some connector pressure coming out from Shox. Good utility base clearing from the side of Liquid. Safely take all of this space.
Do you reckon the deagle change might be one of the most successful sort of patch changes in terms of lowering the effectiveness of weapon just enough?
Yes.
Because it was getting pretty ridiculous, some of the deagle rounds that we were seeing. It was fun too, but...
Old Deagle, Tizian gets 2 kills from here.
Yeah.
That's a kill.
I mean, he could have had it in...
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, that might still work. Headshots are still a thing.
Yeah.
It's just the body shots that are a little bit less...
10 seconds, by the way.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
that's a nice timing. That might be it.
Wow.
Farm with the kill, and they don't need the old Deagles. Yeah, absolutely. And they're still competitive in this one, right? 7-7. If they get the 8th round, that's a little bit of a bonus on top, which is probably going to feel really good to Big. But either way, even if it's 8-7 the other way, they could still win this map. So no calling it yet. Tizian is alone on that bomb site. Searson unable to get the kill. And if they go right now...
This timing is really good for Liquid.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Searson going down. OZ just waiting for him to walk into it. Although Tabson's shown up with the other AWP. OZ still playing on the other side. He was so effective on Dust 2, and he's trying to do a bit more again. Flashed around the corner. That's a nice setup. Pretty much perfect. Crimbo hiding inside of the smoke in front. I don't think Elige even realizes, although he does try and guess it a little bit. Bomb being planted right behind him.
Oh, wow.
Nice spray from Crimbo. And now it's a 2-on-2.
Flash right in their face. OC, he repositions under balcony. Interesting choice with the op, but he wants to press on forward. He wants to take the fight right to Big. This should catch Big off guard. But it's Nitro that swings, as a matter of fact. Now OC's underneath balcony. It's so hard not to get traded here, but OC takes down Favin. Liquid have been the better team in the series thus far, so Big is going to have to turn some things around if they want to keep this series going.
How do you like this stack up from Big? Oh, there's an HG waiting. This could actually be a bit of a disaster. And meanwhile, Liquid are clearing out middle, so they're going to have some idea what's coming. Crimbo, though, this is really important. If he can fight and push them a little bit back, they're going to be less confident, maybe. No, but here we go. They're going to go straight for it. The nade doesn't do nearly as much as you would have wanted. The headshots, way more effective. Shox and OC both picking up a kill each and trying to see if they can hold the bomb site. Tab still in Tizian, though. Something to say about it. And they're going to find Shox as well. They slow down and just take their time to take the fights. Even Glocks versus USPs, and they actually come out pretty big ahead. Although, Elige at the perfect place, at the perfect time. And that's how they win the round, Liquid. Yeah.
Departments. And that goes a long way. Makes those headshots a lot easier. So, it's by design. It's by design. Well put together.
Shox is an army waiting on the other side of that smoke. Now, OC.
This is so fast.
It is. And they should know. You could see that they're getting from middle all the way up to try and help out Shox. Not that he needed much help. Huge double kill. They probably would have been in a really good position even if Shox only got the 1 kill, because they were basically all right behind him. But that double kill should secure the round. Searson going to be found, and that's going to be a really... He's laughing as well.
Yeah.
Those half clears are... I mean, everyone obviously gets to it every once in a while, but yeah, there's a huge difference between committing to that angle and just being like, I'm just going through the motions a little bit.
And people might wonder, why do pros sometimes half clear? And looking in a direction is a resource. It's a resource like anything, like positioning, like information. If you can
slow motion some of the time, if you really want to like flesh it out, but probably a topic we should cover more at some point.
Yeah.
11-7, it's turned into a 4-round lead, but Big at least have guns once again. They got the bomb plant last round. They can do a bit of damage here. Oh, but what a nice push. Double to catch Crimbo. He's not going to be enjoying that at all. Now, question is, can they escape the underpass? They're kind of boxed in. This could get really, really weird. OC, though, looking for it, and yep, he knew. Nice shot, taking down Tizian.
And Big really didn't want to use flashes to clear underpass this round. That came back to bite him. That's one of those things where if that's one person underneath, maybe Crimbo can get away with that sort of jump spot. And it's a cool little movement trick to give your team some information. You save that flashbang for later in the round. And sometimes that works. But when it doesn't, it looks so foolish the way that Tizian and him both died without using any utility, when you can just flash to clear that.
Yeah, you definitely have that option. Trying to see if they can recover the round. 3 versus 5. Definitely unlikely. And Elige probably making it impossible now with that kill to take down Searson. Farvin on his own. Some damage here would still be super helpful. I don't think he win the round. He's not going to get... And it's showing in terms of the efficiency of it, without a doubt.
Yes.
Back to pistols for Big. All pretty much setting up outside of the A-bomb site. Nitro and OC are the primary defense right now. Smoke is going to go up, but I'm sure that'll call in a couple of more players. They must be checking middle at the same time. Good flashbang to dodge the first AWP shot. Nitro going to get traded pretty quickly. And now they could probably rely on the retake. In case people forget, this A-bomb site is one of the easier bomb sites to retake. That's a... Oh my god! What a shot from Farvin and the follow-up from Crimbo, and just like that, they may have found an opening. They've done this once before, Big, on this map, but if they do it again, that's almost criminal. That's getting away with too much.
I don't see an opening for Shox or Naf here. Time's running down. Okay. They want to take a stab at it. If they don't find this kill soon, they can't commit.
Yeah, it's not going to be worth it at all. Crisp shot from Crimbo. What a weird switch. I thought that round was probably over already.
That last flash into CT to take down OC just creates a situation for Liquid that they can't win from. Getting Fav in there, and also the way Fav...
12-8, 4-round difference. Second round that Big pick up on Mirage that maybe they should not have had. Nades into the middle, but not catching anyone in the window. Just smoking off that position. Pretty quick to do this. Tabson leading the charge.
They might not expect ladder. They had eyes on if anybody could sneak in from Cat pretty early on in this one. So Alicia's position may be the most valuable in the round. But Big back off.
Great find. Searson able to pick up that kill on Nitro. Actually looked to me like they wanted to put some pressure on that connector and then go back to B, but maybe with that kill they changed their mind a bit. Thought, all right. Naf is prematurely rotating towards the B bomb site. Shox very much on his own. This could almost be an instant save for Liquid if they don't. What is Shox actually going to do in this position?
A lot of this comes down to if Elige can help at all. If they don't smoke him off or he finds some sort of spam through catwalk, that could be something. If Shox stays alive, there's potential, but you want to get a kill as they're coming into this bomb site. That's for sure. Or you are right. This would probably be a save.
25 seconds though as well. Now down to 20. It's a weird round. 18 seconds now. No one spotted Shox just yet. Is there an opportunity? No. They're going to get the bomb plant down. That's a big move. Naf trying to see if he can clear that corner, just running right to the edge of the flames, but Farman takes him down, and yep, they're going to call the back off already. They're like, all right, that's it. Not worth it. I think that's fine for Liquid. I mean, I think it it probably was always going to play out this way, but who knows if Naf could have found that opening, what might have happened.
That was the one chance. It felt like the molly spread near the end of it, because the second molly thrown looked like it was going a little bit more towards window, but there's already a hunt going on. Tapson spotted an elbow there. That's all he needs to take down Elige. Now OC got to hit the next shot or that's going to happen. Rough way to go.
It never feels great round, and you say, well, it didn't really matter, but they're actually building on top of that round.
They actually started with that Surson cat opener that they've been doing for about 2 years now, and it still found success. So always something you got to be on the lookout for Big. But this is a play where it's usually good for one, this boost towards lower. It's just how do you get out of the situation, and
yeah.
This time around, Liquid aren't going to actually even have to mess with that problem.
Because the problem is...
it's just on the B site.
Yeah, it's OZ instead. And he's like, oh, glad you guys are enjoying that boost in the middle, but I kind of need a little bit of backup. Doesn't matter any longer. Probably just try and get that M4 out if you can. Shox is going to be going down. I don't know if maybe Naf could pick it up, but they're kind of running out of players here. Good find for Big, just all of it. Really cool. It's going to be 10 to 12. And yeah, this is anybody's map right now. What's the deciding map again? Was it Vertigo?
I would think so, yes. It is Vertigo. It is indeed Vertigo.
Incredible memory.
Yes. Just had to hear it.
Naf. Close enough. Again, fun to steal something, but Charge, he's got 20 kills right now. He's getting Big back into this game.
He's posting up on Cat really early. Doesn't want to hold it though. Gives it up for just a split second and allows Elige to find a little bit of space. Now, Elige and Naf have switched positions, as Elige is normally the con player, Naf the cat. But they want to try their luck with Naf in this spot now.
A little bit of a boost over. Elige helping to set up a smoke for Naf to look over on the other side, which is kind of cool. Great thing to be able to do from Catwalk. 12 to 10, but bomb is in the B hallways. They're not seeing anything in the middle just yet. And again, like we talked about earlier, the thing is when you do this kind of thing, you kind of reveal that you have two players at that corner. It gives away an extra bit of information, but getting the opening kill on Farvan is definitely still worth it. And now the question is, if csgo goes down, then there is no pinch on the bomb side any longer. Then it's just, oh, that is so close, and he takes down Shox, and they know Elige is there. They could probably guess that OC might be there as well, and now they don't have to guess any longer. They definitely know Tizian dead inside of the B hallways. And this setup is looking good. Look at the clock as well. 25 seconds. They're trying to get a bit closer. Tabson and Searson, big openings. A little bit more to be done. Elige, he got the earlier kill. They know that he's around here somewhere. And now he's revealed himself alone at the back of the site. And Crimbo drops him.
And push him into a position where it was just very awkward. It was very awkward to be standing there. All right, Big might be evening up the score line here. They're looking to do it.
That whole round kind of had Liquid written all over it to start with. It looked so solid.
Yes.
How many rounds in a row now for Big is that? It's 4 in a row that they've managed to win.
Correct.
Does a lot of damage to Liquid's economy once again. And they had the mid control. Farvan's holding this, and they should be able to win this fight coming up out of connector. This is a pretty nice fight if you're on the T side. You can swing wide like this. Farvan making sure no one's escaping on that side. And OC, P215 hand. Oh, one good headshot, but not going to be anything else. Yeah, I don't know. This is, I think, just a good call once again for Big.
Yes. And this is where usually people just stick to their guns, what they're used to.
Feels like the play, doesn't it?
Okay, they go for a double underpass. It's bold, and it might just work. This is some excellent timing for Nitro. Wow, he's gonna catch him.
No. Oh,
what?
They spun around. Oh, there's gotta be something that was something.
Oh
was
man,
just tickling in the back of Faven's mind. He was like, oh wait, there's something is wrong. I could feel it.
He just sensed the timing. He said, my teammate has a nade out. I gotta watch his back. And it was essential. What a heads-up play from Favin there.
Yeah, somebody give him a big kiss, because that probably just saved...
Could have been
a bit of you and saved this whole series right then and there. This could be the difference between winning or losing this map for Big and getting the third one and actually being allowed to play it. Oh, wow. That would have been... They would have been wiped out. Shots right underneath. Oh, they stomp on his face.
What?
He's got a lot more to say. Huge trouble. And it buys time. OZ comes in for the swing out on Catwalk and is able to get the kill. What an absolutely shocking defense put up by Shox. Crimbo on his own, probably wondering what happened.
We just saw the flyby right before this all commenced. Okay, we'll give Crimbo some credit here. He gets one. Takes down Elige as well.
Okay.
I'm starting to believe.
Let's go. 22 seconds. Oh, he's toying with the idea, but Liquid had they lost that round. And it was looking that way. Naf, super confident with his spray with that M4A1.
Yes.
Able to pick up a kill. He's got Elige in there. Powerful combination. Smoke almost didn't put out the Molotov. That would have been a nightmare. Tizian swung in, flash behind him. Naf finally going to be able to follow up that kill as well. And it's OC to pick up Favin, trying to do a little bit more. Nice double kill for Naf here. And it's Sisson on his own. Pretty strong lockdown. I don't know what they would have needed Big to try and make up for the couple of kills that Liquid got at the beginning and the middle. That's kind of hard to recover from.
Just so much confidence. And the fact that Elige and Naf have shown such versatility that they can just swap each other's positions on any given round and be successful, that's such a luxury in terms of setups you can call based off of spawns. Because if you have to submit to what your players are comfortable with in terms of Naf always has to go Cat or Elige always has to go Con, sometimes the timings aren't there to just go for those types of swings. But you could see when Naf has that sort of timing and he swings bottom Con like that, if he can win that fight, and he's absolutely capable of doing it just off of raw skill, but sometimes the comfort comes into play for players. Just seeing that versatility, it's so nice for the future of Liquid.
Yeah.
Nasty. Yes. And Surson even did the little silent jump, the in air quotes silent jump across. Yep. It's kind of a hard mechanical trick.
Okay.
Nailed him.
Disrespect, throwing flashbangs in his eyes. OC, though, still able to pick up the kill, taking down Crimbo. Flashes or not. And now they control this part of the map. A little bit of a failed attempt, although he did do some damage on the Tizian. Still pushing forward with the USP out. Man, they are bullying them right now.
That was just brute force approach, and they took all of B apartments away from Big. Big's hand is now forced. They got to speed up towards A.
It never feels good, does it, when you're on the T side and you're like, well,
I couldn't defend my position in a default.
Yeah.
We have to go somewhere else. Sorry, guys.
That Molotov was probably went to bounce, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Got stuck on the plate instead. Tabson, what an incredible entry. Swinging wide against Naf and taking him down. That actually allows for the bomb plant. Molotov or not.
Oh, no way. That's a sitter that Surson doesn't usually miss. Things are breaking wide open for Big now. They are not in excellent positions at all. Tabson, he's probably shocked that he's not getting cleared here, but Elige takes down the final two. That puts Liquid on their 15th Aeon overpass.
Yeah.
It's like a whole minefield of different angles he can take up. Okay, Elige makes the cat jump here, showing off the movement skills a little bit. Tags Tabson down. Nice opener.
Go practice that right now. It is really cool when it works out. Good little jump. Tabson not going to be happy about it. This is their round here, Big, if they want a chance at seeing a third map. Otherwise, it'll be Liquid 2-0ing Big, which I think is a very cool headline for the day. And look at Naf. He is winning this round step from step right now. Every 5 seconds, he's going to get a bit closer. Oh, Shox. That probably could have been a kill. He's coming back to try and see if he can make up for it. And he does. And now, again, they're kind of locked in here. They're pushing the only thing they can, which is that A-bomb site. Nitro goes down. I'm not even sure that makes a huge difference. OC, he's up in the apartments right behind them. So whatever they do, pinched. Yeah, they're just locked in. 3-4 different angles right now that they have to fight at. It should not be possible. 45 5 seconds. A little bit of a spam. There's OC coming up with a kill. He doesn't quite get the second one, but it's still a 2-on-4. And with the bomb plant, I'm not even sure it makes a big difference here. It's going to be Naf to get the final kill, and a 16-12 as Liquid bring down Big in just 2 maps. What a great return for Liquid.